Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the teachers, sellers, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to likewise brothers out there putting out this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom. And today, I was just thinking, as I was walking, and I've been listening to a lot of the brothers, lessons, the last couple of days. Of course, I listen to lessons every opportunity I have, and there's things, that kind of go through your head, the times that we're in, and where you were and where you are currently right now. And we have a lot to give thanks to Yahweh Shemel Shai for. Let's start off with our first scripture. This is the book of Proverbs 3 and start verse 31, and it reads, "Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the fraud is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is in the house of the wicked, but he blessed the habitation of the just." Now, when you look at us right now in our current state, okay, the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, has given us a secret, of what is taking place right now across this earth. I mean, you can look at these articles right now, and you can see that, the Lord is bringing great judgment on Babylon, America, and also these other nations right now as we see all these disasters take place. Okay, we are no longer now constrained by Esau and all of his lies anymore. Okay, we now have that truth that's inside of us. We've broken the chain that's been, wrapped around us, constantly, on our mind, on our body. Basically we are free, because we don't envy the oppressor. We don't envy his wickedness. We don't desire to be a part of Esau's wicked queendom, his ways, and all these other nations, that have partake in all of the delicacies and the bountifulness that Esau provides, through all of his trades and his merchandise and all of the other things that he has promised these other nations, which these other nations right now are starting to see that the so-called white man cannot really deliver on his words. And so these are great things that we need to be thankful for, because unlike these other people, they're deep, in this matrix, they're blinded, by the God of this world, who is extremely wicked, which is Esau, the so-called white man. Let's go into the book of 2 Thessalonians 2 and start at verse 7, and it reads, "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now let it will let until he taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed." Who's that wicked? Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, "whom the Lord Yahushua Mashiach shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." So before the Lord Yahushua Mashiach arrive here, in the physical state, he has who? He has his heralds out there on the highway and the byway. That's us, preaching this gospel, to those that would hear and those that would forbear. And particularly we're preaching to the 130 elect of Yasharala Israel, so-called Blasphemy Americans and Latino. But all these other nations are hearing it. They're going to our channels. They're going to other platforms that we upload to. And they're hearing, of the great judgment that the Lord Yahushua Mashiach is going to be bringing here, on Great Babylon, America, and particularly, the wicked rulers of this earth, who we know, we always describe them as the elites, but really it's the Edomites, the so-called white man, really, who is the one that is really oppressing this earth, and in particular the tribe of Israel, so-called Blasphemy Americans and Latino. And it says, "And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders." And you can see, this man right now, these people looking at something around 2024, where the UN is looking to institute, I think I saw it on Dabo 7 this morning, where they're looking to institute, which we've been bringing it all the while, the mark of the beast, which is what they want to digitalize your body, your mind, your thought. They want to exalt themselves, as the power, as Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because see, this man know he has but a short time, and he figure He's going to go out with a bang. He's going to go what? He's going to make everybody on this earth as miserable as possible while they sit down in their dungeons, in their caves, okay, underground, okay, and they watch the chaos unfold on the earth. Because, as we know, people are going to do what? Resist. Not because that they have the spiritual resistance on them, okay, they have a carnal resistance on them. They just don't, they're naturally disobedient, okay, to authority. But you have the elect who is going to be preserved by Yahushua Mashiach. He said that he's going to preserve his elect, his friends. Okay, remember he called us his friends, okay, because he revealed his secrets of all these things that this wicked doggone devil is doing and what he's planning on doing, okay, and he has to do these things because he is the left on the left side of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and he has to exalt himself, okay, the way he's doing it right now. Let's continue on. It says, and with all deceivousness of unrighteousness in them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth, that they may be saved. Now we talk about these two terrors, okay, Jakes, them, who are suffering from Argentina all the way up to, you could say, North America, Canada, or Alaska, okay, with all kinds of different plagues and things that is coming down, okay, because what the Lord said, what he gave us a commandment, so therefore he will start the judgment from what? The house of Israel. So we're going to be catching the hell first, and especially those of us who are not under the Lord's protection. Okay, but they choose to continue to go on and fall into the folly of this wicked queen, because they don't have that truth in them. They have not been, okay, redeemed or selected by Yahushua Mashiach as those that would not fall for all of the philosophies and the sorceries of this man. Even at this time, when you see it, it's very obvious that this man is truly the wicked. It says, and for this, God shall send them strong delusions that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. So a lot of people have pleasure in unrighteousness. I was walking out of the hotel, and these 4 E's walked past me, and there was a time you see 4 women, you would just assume these are women, but it dawned on me very quickly afterward that there were actually two couples. Okay, there were couples, okay, that were walking. So this is the kind of weirdness and the weird society that we live in right now, where a woman is not really a woman anymore, and a man is not a man anymore. A dude staring at you in certain parts of these cities in America, and you gotta wonder what the hell he's looking at you for. Either he wants to delete you, or he wants to do something very abominable with you. Okay, and this is where we're at right now. Okay, let's go into the book of Psalms 94 and verse 20, and it reads, shall the throne of the iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? We know Esau laws are not meant to be just. We know Esau laws are also always meant to be some sort of trap. Remember the 3 strike laws that they had out here? Okay, knowing that they would frame Jake every single time, accuse Jake of 3 things. Imagine you go into prison for the rest of your life because somebody accused you of taking a candy. So his laws are unjustifiable. But this is all these things that he is doing here on this earth is really an attempt to eliminate the tribe of Israel. Okay, he just doesn't want to show himself, okay, as the boogeyman. But eventually he has to pull those horns out and show to the world that he's not a lamb, he's not a good guy, that he's really truly the devil. And it says, they gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. But the Lord Yahweh Shemashai is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge, which is where we put our refuge in. We don't have any defense against this man. Okay, we already see revealing this truth being revealed to us, meaning what? That we are no longer willing to accept what's put in front of us as it is, because we can see through Esau's his false sorceries, his images, his documentation. When he puts a TV show on, we actually view it as him exalting what he's planning on doing, or what he has done, or what he's currently doing. Okay, we look at his history and we see where he's lied, changing the faces of the judges, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, changing the faces of the Messiah, Yahushua Mashiach, okay, the prophets, all the people. Okay, he lies, he steals, he murders, he kidnaps. This is what this man does. Okay, and he says, and he shall bring upon their own iniquity and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yes, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our power, shall cut them off. They're not going to have a part in the heavenly kingdom. Their part is going to be that of slavery, along with these other nations that have also, colluded with them in bringing down the tribe of Israel, Yasharala, so-called blacks, the Americans, and Latino. So you see this truth right now being given to who? The friends of Yahushua Mashiach. It's not given, to the rest of these 2/3, of our people that choose to continue to try to please, the God of this world. When we go into the book of John 15, and starting with verse 15, it reads, henceforth I call you not servants. This is Yahushua Mashiach, speaking. For the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I've called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. So this is what the Lord has called the servants, the friends, or he has today on the highway and the byway. Bringing up this gospel, bringing up this truth, this warning, to the tribe of Israel, and also to these other nations that would hear, because why? He's giving what the Father has given to him to us, and he says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. He has chosen us. It didn't matter what we were doing in our previous life. It didn't matter what position we held or what status of life we were in. He chose his people right now. He chose a herald right now that you see out there on the highway and the byway and on this unicorn. And it says that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain. So we had to go there and testify. We had to go there and do what? Basically invest what we were given, not just hang on to it and be a keyboard warrior. We're supposed to go in the highway and the byway, be seen, be exalt the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, be mocked, be ridiculed, maybe people make attempt on our life or whatever the case is like that. But this is the part that's just work. And it says that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. So this is the faith that we have. These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you are of the world will love its own. But because you are not of the world, because I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. And that is very obvious and very clear to us right now. I was out there with the brother Azan, and he said he has no friends. He has no friends out there. Where he is in that city that he lives in, Folsom. And the same thing too with the brother I now do camp with out in El Paso, had no friends. And I was down in San Jose, and I had no friends. And this is the walk we go into. There's no friends, other than being the people in your house, and they don't even believe. So this is the life you have. You're lonely all the time, unless you get with the brothers then and you do these lessons. You have nobody. Because they don't want to be around you, because you're not part of the world. You don't do what you used to do before. So that's just the price you pay. And you know what? It's a good price to pay, because we get the crown in the end. Let's close out with the book of Revelations 1:3. It says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. And what time is at hand? The return of the Malach. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Yahushua Mashiach. He's going to return in anger, great glory, to do what? Put down our oppressor, our enemy, Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, and all these other nations that have stood by and allowed this man to do what he did to us and did nothing. Actually, in fact, they assist him. But this time, the time at hand right now is what? Great destruction, great death, famine, killing with the sword, and all sorts of perverse wickedness that this Edomite looks to do on this earth is about to take place. And you people out there just walking around absolutely clueless that this life that you see right now that you're experiencing is about to come to a horrifying end. So I'd like to close up by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Rakakadash, double honors to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you likewise, brothers out there putting out the truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in, Shalom.